Hello, we are back now to Meet Your Hometown Attorneys, and our guest right now, a satisfied client. Welcome, Carrie Arnold.
Hi.
Pleasure to have you here today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
We were talking to you a little bit about your situation, a very interesting story, just kind of a bizarre accident that made you disabled. Can you talk to us about that?
I was kickboxing. They think I probably kicked the heavy bag wrong, and I hurt my foot. It wasn't a big hurt. It was just a little twinge in my foot. It was sore for a day or two, and then suddenly I experienced this horrible pain in my foot that it wasn't like anything I've ever felt before. It was a combination of stabbing, burning, throbbing. It was just crippling right off. I couldn't put weight on it. I couldn't think past the pain, and it got steadily worse. My foot swelled up to 3 times its normal size.
Wow.
I was wearing a size 12 shoe on that foot.
Wow.
I couldn't wear a normal shoe. And didn't know what it was. Took a long time to get a diagnosis, 8 months. And once I did, I found out it was a nerve disorder called RSD.
And so at that point, did you realize that you needed to be on Social Security disability or at least apply for it, and you did that on your own?
Yes, I did.
What then made you turn and end up with Dyer, Garofalo, Mann & Schultz?
Well, I got denied twice. And honestly, I could not believe it. I thought with all the medical files, the records and everything, and a diagnosis like this, that wouldn't happen. And the second denial, I thought, I can't do this on my own. And I had looked into other firms and didn't really like what I read, so I decided to call them. And I kind of hesitated because you just don't think Social Security for them. They're the big guns. They're the tiger. You think.
That's right.
You think they go after crooked people. They go after insurance companies, that sort of thing. And my mom actually said, I think you should call them. I've heard they do really good work.
And that's
good advice from her mom.
Yes, absolutely.
No,
but that's what we're
real
talking about with that misperception of what exactly you are able to do. And it's just you're there to fight for her.
No doubt about it. And a young lady like Carrie, it's real typical that she'll get denied for 1 or 2 stages, even though there's nothing she could do. She could not perform substantial gainful work activity. And too bad it just didn't go like it should. Well, this happens all the time. She came into our office, Jeff Chenault, Danielle. I assume you liked them.
Oh, Jeff was great. Danielle, I hope you guys pay her a fortune because she is awesome.
If you're out there, we'll talk, Danielle. But yeah, they're great. And so they took you to a hearing in front of an administrative law judge, I understand. And they presented all the evidence, and then it took about 2 months, did I understand, to get the decision?
Actually, I got a call after about 2 weeks, and the judge had a question for me, and Jeff told me he wanted me to change my onset date, and he said, if you do this, I'm assuming you'll be approved. So I went ahead and did that, and a few weeks later, I hadn't heard anything. It was about a total of 2 months, and I called down to Danielle. And she said, well, let me check the system. And she checked for me, and it was pending. She goes, I'm going to check this every day for you. She said, as soon as we know something, I'm going to call you and say, yay, Carrie, yay. And she did.
And we won. So, I mean, it's a good story, and I'm glad we were able to help. And
absolutely.
And what a nice young lady this is.
Yes, and the other thing is, we always talk about the Dyer, Garofalo, Mann & Schultz family. But then we also talk about the family that's outside of that, and that is the clients. And to have someone call you up and be that excited with you, helping you to see what they were able to do for you.
Oh, it's great.
It is great.
And it changed your life, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. I had almost 2 years of just worrying about my future. I was terrified about my future because I'll never be able to work again. And I didn't know what I was going to do if I didn't get this favorable decision. And you guys were fantastic.
Well, thank you very much.
It went smoothly, and just
And
I
you
didn't
know,
even
if you
have to
ever
go
have
down
any
to the
problems in the
office.
future, you call Jeff, Doug, Danielle,
Absolutely.
and we're here for you, and we're not going anywhere. So
I've recommended you guys
well, we
since
appreciate
then.
it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.